Hi there, Zandra from Scraps to Beauty, and this month's Creative Arts Collaboration for September, the hashtag is #LoveFallArt. So I have decided I love the fall, and I love making, when the trees turn their leaves, the colors, and Halloween comes along, so I thought I would share with you how to make, let me just move you out of the lens a little bit here. I love making paper towel trees. So this one is for Halloween. I think I have to move out just a tad more. There we go. So you can see here, I'm going to show you how to make this Halloween tree. And there you go. So this is a layout using Graphic 45. I also have done one in the spring. I just need a picture on this one. I'm waiting for a picture for my daughter. And so then here's the tree here. You can see, and I put the vines up here. I've even cut the leaves out of the paper towel. So I'm going to share with you, we'll make a quick little card on how to make your paper towel tree art. I'm going to stick that right there. So I went ahead and sprayed this. This is just a plain paper towel, and I used, I tried to use up my old sprays. So this is Tattered Angels and some Lindsay sprays. So this is a double ply, and you can see there's a little bit of shine on there. And the design of your paper towel makes a great texture too for your tree. And then this is 2 ply, so what you usually do is just pull this apart, and I spray both sides. So just pull it apart like this, and then you have 2 pieces to do your tree. So I think I'm going to create on this card. Now this is a glossy card from Ranger, and I just took some alcohol ink, some ink that I put on a little blending felt piece, and then just twisted it. You can see I could just twisted it around there, and it dries pretty quick. So we'll just use this for our basic card. So when I'm making my tree, I want to, it depends. Now this is a little card. If this was for my 12 by 12 layout, I would use the whole thing. But since it's just for a little tree, I'm just going to rip this out. And you need a glue stick. I have my glue stick here. Oh, sorry for the shadow. Let's see if I can get that shadow out of your way there. There we go. I'll move you over just a tad. There we go. And so what you're going to do is I like to fold the edges in. So then I'm going to go ahead and glue this. And you have to be gentle, you know, it's just a paper towel. So, and I let it dry overnight. You can put a heat gun to it if you want. So then I just fold these in. So like that. So you have this. And then I just start to twist. I just gently twist to make the tree trunk. So then I'm going to, I like to put a big border. Let me bring it in just another little bit so you can see better. There we go. I have to move my camera over just a little bit there. All right. And then I'm just going to add some glue to the bottom of this. Add that on there like that. And I like that. You could keep twisting and twisting as much as you want, but I want a pretty thick trunk. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down. And then I like to let it curl over to the top. So I just twisted some more for the branches. When it goes to the branch part, I do twist it quite a bit. And then twist this some more. And then just bring it right on up. And since this is a Halloween card, I know I'm going to, I have some pieces already cut. So this is a Graphic 45. I'm going to put the moon down in there. Just so we place some things so we know where we are here. So, like I said, you just twist it to whatever shape you want. And then we'll trim that. So we have that so far, as you can see. And I want to put another tree trunk, so we just need to cut a little piece. Tara had a piece from before, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold the edges in. like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and start twisting. And I'm going to connect it right on top of this paper towel. So I'm just going to put some glue there. And add that tree trunk. I'm going to twist that just a little bit. Twist it in there. So, put a little glue on there to hold it in place. And then I will put that right off the card. Like that. So we have that. And we'll just trim that off. So now we have that. You can see that there. And I think I need just one more little piece here. So I'm also going to put Tim's little skeleton. So I'm going to stick him down in here. So I just want to judge where I'm going to put that. And I have a couple of pumpkins cut out. So I'll put that down in here by the tree. And then I want this owl to sit. So I'm going to put another little piece. I'm going to cut another piece here. Tear another piece. And I'm going to add the owl on there. So, like this. Like that. Twist this around. And you can put some glue in between as you're twisting so that it will hold it in place. So I'm going to add this piece to the back of this here. Like so. Put this on here. Like so. Just going to bend it over a little bit. Just a little bit here, and then just do this. And then I'll add my little owl on there. Like that. And then I need a little, I'd like to put a little piece of cardboard. Let's see, I usually use cardboard instead of pop dots because it's just for a card. So I think what I'm going to do, I don't have a little cardboard, so I'm just going to take a little piece of paper here and then just fold it in half. And then I'll stick that right on to my little owl. Like that. And then let's ink the edges so that white doesn't show. That. And then I'm going to have them sitting right on top of there. Let's add some glue there. And there, doesn't that look cute? Got a little owl sitting there. So I am going to stick my skeleton there. I also cut out some words. There's my little, see if we can fit them on there. These are Tim's new words. It's Halloween words. I'll stick that like that. We need the happy. If we could find that, I would be happy. There we go. So we have the happy Halloween. And then I'm going to stick these pumpkins in here. So I kind of have an idea what I want to do. And I really like to put the tree trunk so it's kind of like sticking out. So I'm going to add another little piece in here. And then twist that out. And add a little bit more glue. So you can see it's pretty easy to do. All you're going to do is just twist your paper towel and then just decide how many trunks you want, how many branches you want, you know, how far you want it to go out. Now that looks pretty good now, doesn't it? Alright, and so then I'm going to stick him down. So add some glue here. I'm going to put him down right here. And I'm not putting any glue on the top part here because I want him to be kind of dimensional. So you can see he's just sticking up. And then we can add our pumpkin. I'll add it right behind him here. Like that. I don't like to make it too bulky because now the they charge extra and stuff at the post office if it's so big. I'm going to add another little pumpkin here. And then let's see where we're going to add this one. Maybe stick it behind there like that. And then I'm going to take my, I'm going to take my quick dry. There's quick dry inside here. This one needs to be glued down just a little bit more. Like that. Then I'm going to take my Happy and just add a little bit of glue on here. And then I would go over this Happy with some stickles. Just because it's Halloween, I'll show that with you. I like to keep these videos kind of short because there's so many people, so many good people, you know, doing these hashtag love fall art. So I'm going to put Happy Halloween, and then I put Happy right there. Oh, I can't get that one to stay down. So I've also done, from the paper towel, I've made an octopus. I tried to look for that, but I had given that mini away. If you go to my Ustream or even my YouTube videos, I'm Xandra17 on YouTube. And if you look By the Sea, the mini album By the Sea, you'll also see how I created an octopus out of this paper towel. But I love doing the trees. They just they don't add a lot of bulk, and they're soft and squishy down. So I'm going to add this one right here. And stick that pumpkin out. There we go. So I have a quick, cute little Halloween card. And let's see, anything else we should add? I think it's pretty good. This might need just a little bit more glue down in here. So you just kind of play around with it, twist it, untwist it. It makes a cute little card. I love the, and then like I said, I would just take some stickles. So I would go around here and go around the moon. I'm just going to do that real quick. This. Put a little eyeball on our little skeleton there. This is also Tim's stamp. And then, like I said, I would go ahead and do the stickles on these words. And I would take my time a little bit more. You know, you would take your time. I'm just trying to show you how much more that it adds with the stickles. I love using stickles. I know some people don't like all the glitter, but I think it adds something to it. So and then show the other layouts again. So you can see the difference now between the stickle part and the not stickle. You see how much it's a little bit darker. It's got a little bit of stickles right there. There you go. So that is my Halloween card using the paper towel tree. So I hope you give it a go. It's pretty simple. I love making the trees. And for fall, you know, you have the trees, you have pumpkin, you have anything really. So I'm hoping, let me move you out a little bit more, that you do give this a try. And then don't forget to check out the other artists who you just have to put in their hashtag love fall art. So I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching. Bye.